Okay, and I'm going to advance the slides. Okay. All right. So Elisabeth, if you're ready, I can just do a 1, 2, 3, go kind of thing. Does that work? All
Sure.
right.
Let me just
Go.
Hello and welcome to our Parent Advisory Board update for the Virtual Family Symposium. We are very happy to be a part of this and excited to share more about what we do as a Parent Advisory Board. My name is Elisabeth and my child is named Matilda, and they were diagnosed with OCNDS in March of 2020 at the age of 13. We were relieved and excited to finally have a reason for all the things we were noticing with Matilda. They had developmental delays, speech difficulties, anxiety, sensory processing issues, and other autism traits, as well as immune deficiency and slow growth. Matilda continues to be a content yet anxious child who is eager to please their teachers and do well. They're a very hard worker and they really enjoy spending time with animals. We have since received a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder as well as ADHD and specified learning disorders as part of our OCNDS picture. I was very excited to be a part of the Parent Advisory Board because I wanted to help the organization move forward as well as be in the loop as soon as information became available. I also wanted to help build a strong community and provide support to others who were just starting their OCNDS journey. We've lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, Ontario, and now we live in Edmonton, Alberta. And I also have a 21-year-old child who is in university. And now I will have Michelle, my co-host and co-chair for the Parent Advisory Board, introduce herself.
Thank you, Elisabeth. So yes, I am Michelle Proctor-Simms, co-chair of the Parent Advisory Board. I live near Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada with my husband and our 2 children. My son, Matthew, is 20 years old, and my daughter, Claire, is 16 years old. She was diagnosed with Oker-Chung neurodevelopmental syndrome when she was 10 years old, so back in 2018. The diagnosis came as a relief to us. It unified all of the things we were noticing in her since she was born. Prior to that diagnosis, she had been diagnosed with epilepsy, ADHD, idiopathic short stature, and intellectual disability. Claire is a very happy, clever child. She loves school, she works very hard, and she loves her school family as well as her own family. When the opportunity came in 2020 to apply for a place on the Parent Advisory Board, I didn't hesitate. I submitted my application within days. And this was because it was going to give me an opportunity to give back and help make things happen, help the organization advance its goals. I'm not one to sit around and just let it happen. I really wanted to be part of that. I had received so much support from the foundation and the families and that had been part of the community at that point, and obviously going forward. This is my second term. I think Elisabeth and I are both in our second terms, about midway through. And yeah, so that's why I'm here, and I'm very glad to be here with Elisabeth today doing this presentation. Okay, let's advance the slide. So we want to tell you a little bit about who we are. So the CSNK 2A1 Foundation established the Parent Advisory Board in the summer of 2020. And the foundation wanted the Parent Advisory Board to advise its own board of directors, to brainstorm ideas, and to share insights on OCNDS from the perspective of parents and families. And what we do is facilitate a connection to and help the foundation understand the diverse and evolving needs of our community, those living with OCNDS and their families, as well as to support its research, advocacy, and other initiatives. And a little bit more about us. So we are obviously parents of children and young adults who are living with OCNDS. The ages of our children range from 3 to 21 years old. And our current group resides across the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. And before I turn it back over to Elisabeth, I just want to present the other members of the Parent Advisory Board. We have Jessica Wilfong, Elisabeth, obviously, Alyssa Ronco, Kristen Stell. Sorry, my slide just got, the slide just got all mixed up. Apologies for that. Katie Kaiser, Claire Whitehall, Penelope Gatlin, Connie Johnson, Terry Jordan, and last but not least, our newest members, Eric and Miranda Finn. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Elisabeth to describe a little bit in a little more detail what we do.
Yes, so what we do as the Parent Advisory Board is we communicate with the community and help to be a bridge between the community and the foundation. We help to shape the direction of the foundation's activities and initiatives. Some recent ones have been citizen, trend, and probably genetic. You may have seen announcements about those. We also help shape the focus of research activities and provide direct feedback on those research opportunities. We host a family Zoom call every other month to connect with other parents and people affected by OCNDS. We also monitor the Facebook group, as well as send out periodic surveys to see what the needs are for the community. Some of us also participate in the Regional Ambassador Program, in addition to some members who are not on the Parent Advisory Board, to help facilitate more local and regional connections. We also help with fundraising and raising awareness, depending on our abilities and interests. Initially, when the Parent Advisory Board was formed, we were very project-driven. We created an information booklet for parents, educators, healthcare providers, and family members. We also created a presentation that is geared towards the school settings, so for educators to provide more awareness and information about OCNDS and how it affects school. We've also created and sent out the pulse surveys to see what the needs are of the community. In September of 2023, we shifted back to acting as a sounding board and to provide more feedback to the foundation and the various initiatives and research projects that I have going on, as well as to let them know what were the community thoughts on certain things. If you are interested in joining us, we are always looking for new members. Every once in a while, we do have an official call out for members. The next one will be in the spring of 2025, so every 2 years. But we are always looking for people who are interested to help make a smooth transition between the current members and future members. If you are interested in joining us, please get in touch with either Michelle or I or Jennifer. if you have any questions. The terms are for 2 years and they can be renewed. Like Michelle said, we are both in our second terms, and we have 2-hour meetings every other month. This is the opposite month of the family Zoom calls on either a Saturday or a Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And we just wanted to close with this quote that is on our website: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." And that's by Margaret Mead. And we would love to have you join us, and any feedback you have as well. We're happy to hear it. If you have any questions, you can email Michelle or I at our foundation emails that are right there.
Thank you, everybody, for your interest and for your time. We hope to hear from you.